He was pretty insistent that they were not trolling, as he put it. They were just trying different things. It's obviously it's a thin line there. I think. I mean, in my opinion, as a team that has one of the arguably the best junglers in the world in Zlapt, to not run a jungle hero, especially after we're talking about how this jungle's gotten all these buffs and everything, I think that off the bat is kind of just silly. But maybe I'm overthinking that right off the bat. So who knows? But at the same time, I'm not going to sit here and act like I can outdraft Insania by any means. So, but yeah, he was insistent that they were just simply trying other things. So we do see this time around they do first pick Ophelia, sure enough. And they will even go the Kraken on top of that. So at least so far, it definitely seems like things a little more routine. And then there's the Magnus now on top of it all. But anyway, Squirry, welcome back. And things are a little more standard at this time.
Yeah, makes me very happy. Maybe we're going to have a more usual game now. I mean, not that the last game was bad by any means, but it just felt a little bit odd in the start.
Yeah. Again, I will say though, Martyr honestly was a lot of fun to watch, and the Wings really did have a huge role in that game. If you're going up against bursty heroes, which definitely Riptide and Pebbles are, then Wings seem like they're actually something from Martyr that is to interested in picking up possibly. So definitely that I liked about the draft, and I it would be kind of fun to, I think, see that hero more. But as you pointed out, we did see that game too, though, at the same time. I mean, his laning phase does seem a little weak compared to most others, and he doesn't bring a stun, ultimately, or any kind of hard crowd control, so that is an issue as well with the support. But who knows? Maybe there will be another place in time for him. This game, probably not. Tempest, the final pick for Fresh, coming out here before the next ban. So we will have double jungle this time around. The Tempest versus Ophelia matchup. Ophelia is another interesting one to me that I'm curious to see how much she got buffed from the changes. Because I feel like she's similar to a Parasite, kind of, where maybe it's not as crucial as it was for others, but at the same time, she should be able to benefit from it decent as well. So I'm expecting good numbers from him, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely is in the sense of farming kind of similar to the Parasite. The only good thing is that she can actually farm the Wild Hunters now properly. Because one of them has no magic immunity anymore.
Yep.
So if you get those stacks going and then get a Vulture Lord, you can actually tornado them down pretty efficiently.
Good point. That capability. Now you see bans coming out here, and both teams, neither one with the carry. Thus, we have very heavy carry bans. Clanks, Doctor, Soul Stealer, Silhouette, Dark Liddy, and then Magebane even to finish it off. Magebane did actually get some decent buffs here in the last patch, so I'm actually, he's always been a fun hero for me, in my opinion, and it would be fun to see him possibly, but not here. Magebane is banned. There's Swiftblade, though, coming out here. Where's Magebane?
Yeah, Magebane news, the new Q is insanely strong in the later game now. Mm-hmm. And I believe it's 7 magic armor he has now. That is insane for a carry.
Yeah, as a carry player yourself, I mean, do you see instances where you may pick him up or as a carry hero?
Definitely, yeah. We tried it before as well. Didn't work out too well for us, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna, keep track of the hero itself and see how it performs. Yeah. Definitely think it has a lot of potential, and it's just one of those heroes that, there are heroes that always do good, and there are heroes that do really good if you have like a counter part to it, like in that instance, like a Doctor or Ugi or Parallax even, now that he's open, I think Magebane is going to be a really strong choice against that hero especially.
Yeah. All right. God, I'm looking at Xing's lineup here, I'm like, this is what we would expect. This is more X-Sync here. This is definitely just an overall really solid lineup here from them. So clearly possible change in mentality here, whether it was Troll, whether it was trying something different. It's now we're back to business here.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it works for them. But by the way, the Tundra pickup, that's also not a often pickup. Coming out for Fresh, though. What do you think of the Tundra?
If I'm not completely wrong, he got buffed as well on Call of the Winter, and
Let's see.
it does remove.
Call of the Winter
I'm not actually
does
sure.
not dispel the Veiled Rot Stealth state. Is that what you're getting at?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they removed that.
So it does not dispel the Veiled Rot Stealth state. So yeah, it no longer will take people out of Veiled Rot, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what I personally thought was like a really good point of picking the hero. But okay, if that's not in anymore, then
Well, hold on. It says the line before that though. It says Shiver now reveals units that have the Veiled Rot Stealth state within 1,400 radius of Shiver. But then it also says it does not. So it sees them. It doesn't pop them out though.
Oh, okay.
That's
yeah,
what it means. Okay.
Okay, so they did implement that. Yeah, I like it a lot. Yeah, it's pretty strong in general.
Interesting. Okay. Huh. Yeah, no, I was not aware of that change at all, obviously. And then reading it out loud, it's like, oh, that makes more sense. Okay, cool. Salamon, by the way, the final pick. What do you think of a Salamon? I think it's a good carry choice?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, you need to really care about when you pick it. If you have like an enemy hero that has a lot of burst or a lot of lockdown, in that matter, yeah, then it's really hard for him to properly use his ulti. But here I think it's fine. I mean, if Swiftblade decides to ulti on top of Solomon ulti, then that is completely fine. Like, it's a good exchange for Solomon.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do like the pick.
All right. It seems like this is going to be a very, somewhat passive lineup here from Fred. You know, of course, trying to buy time for Salamon to obviously get plenty of farm, which he could definitely do quickly with how he works, of course, the wealth for gold, or wish for wealth, I mean. Anyways, has that capability here going against the Swiftblade. Look at Andromeda and Ophelia, though. We are seeing X-Sync going a little bit aggressive here. As Andromeda is going to box out Tempest off the bat.
Actually, it's going to be really interesting to see Solomon now after the patch. I mean, as you mentioned earlier, there are additional lane creeps now.
Ooh.
And if there's one hero that benefits from that, then it's definitely Solomon.
That's a good point, yeah. No, that's kind of just it's obviously a buff to everyone, but a little bit more maybe to Salamon. That's how he works. That's definitely a very good point. We'll see how it works for him. See up here again, Tempest, though, like I said, Andro, apparently his job is going to be to harass Tempest, although now he realizes that's not going to be successful necessarily, so heads over to the lane here. So how about this decision by X-Sync to actually go aggressive with a pseudo tri-lane here?
I guess they're scared that Solomon is getting out of hands. I mean, I still only see him freeforming because Andromeda's not going to be able to harass him, and they're definitely not going to be able to kill him if Probus doesn't make a huge mistake and gets out of position. So yeah, this opens up a lot of space for Xib and Macera, though. They're going to form really well in their matchups.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Andromeda, no. Only the level 1 stun, so able to avoid being killed right there, but definitely a lot of pressure put out. However, now Tempest runs into some trouble, but in the end going to be fine as well. As Ophelia rotating over. Ophelia was trying to gank middle, by the way, but actually Tundra did a good job of spawning the Shiver and then sending it to where he thought Ophelia may have been, and he was correct. So the middle gank with the Minotaur was unsuccessful in the end. As Tundra, nope, going to be fine there, but How do we expect the other lanes to go, though? Let's start with the Tundra versus Kraken here. Again, Tundra does have to worry about the Ophelia, sure, but on paper, would you give it to either side, or?
Yeah, I would give it to Tundra. Just one of the... I mean, okay. Hero-wise, I would give it to Tundra. Player-wise, nothing against Masera, but Mick is just so good. He's such a good player in a 1v1.
Yeah. I think that's very fair to say. So.
And yeah.
Right
Probably
now.
gonna be Kraken a little bit ahead. As he already is, yeah.
And again, Tundra does have to be on the lookout for that Ophelia. They are pretty aware that he is in their own jungle and has a good angle on him if he's not careful. So, a couple of factors coming into play there. And right now, Kraken is 18-2. You got Tundra at 15-0, so it's staying close at least. Bottom lane, you got Magnus versus Moraxis. Magnus 14-0, Moraxis 17-3. So Zibbe here, he's having the better time so far against Matthias. Is that expected, would you say?
No, actually not. I think Magnus should have been doing better here. I mean, I guess that goes back to the point where Moraxis is a really good 1v1er and has a lot of harassment with the axis. But I feel like in the early levels, that is not too significant. It starts pretty much at level 5, where it gets to like a point where you can't really stay close in the lane. But yeah, Volcanic Touch should do a lot of work on the Moraxis.
You see top lane right here is Tempest. He's him versus Ophelia. I mean, we see this matchup throughout history a lot, but maybe not necessarily in a jungle against one another going at it, but it's kind of what we're having here. And Ophelia doing a pretty good job of boxing him out there, but seems like so far, I mean, I guess, yeah, Ophelia actually doesn't even have the better GPM, too, so. I mean, seeing the Tempest actually, especially what we've seen him earlier today, he's only at 215 gold per minute currently, so most certainly this addressing him early on is definitely paying off here from X-Sync. It is coming at a little bit of a cost to Ophelia, though, of course, and how she's not free farming herself in her own jungle. So, but again, this seems to be this is working out actually.
Yeah, the Ophelia definitely has more impact than with low levels and low farm than the Tempest.
Yeah. Oh, Moira in trouble here. Spin coming out. Nothing more they can do other than accept death, really. Well played by Casey. And that was an Invis Andromeda, by the way, that set that up. So the rune control coming out here from X-Sync, and Insania makes work of it.
Oh, bottom lane.
Oh, wow, he got close there. Oh, he has a mana
die.
battery.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
pops some Aatrax going for the turn kill now. He's forced to stun out. He didn't stun him, though. That actually... Oh, yep, it is enough. Yeah, missing the stun on actually Moraxis is what cost him his life there. And good turn from Zibbe coming out on Matthias.
Yeah, nice heads-up play there. And yeah, that was just a little bit greedy. I mean, he went for the initial go and got a lot of damage on the... As actually Tempest. Yeah, he's dead.
Maybe, yeah. That was the last auto attack probably too. That was really close to surviving right there, but just could not. Well played there again by X-Sync as the mission of Lockdown Tempest is definitely accomplished once again, but in the meantime, you do have Salamon who's continuing to be on top of the GPM chart. Not that that's too surprising, but he is having a great time up there. And then you have Zibbe, I think is the biggest thing too, is Moraxis. They kind of let him do very well because of how they decided to lane here. So now it's a question of will that come back to haunt them or not? With him already having the Ghost Marchers here, now roaming around a little bit. Him, Tundra, and Moira, in fact. Uh-oh. Kraken is in trouble. He got the charge off, though. That's big. He's going to try to hero block him right here. I don't think he's going to be successful, though. Nice job with the release of Kraken. Mickey. Excellent at getting away there. And yeah, he's fine.
Thinking of going back there. Oh, actually.
Wow, are they going to turn this in back? No, he's going to be fine. The haste rune is still on. That was close. Managed to escape, though. Well played. It did distract. It did take a bit of resources, though. Both Ophelia and Andromeda coming in there. Not getting any turn in the end.
Swiftblade looking for Tempest, but didn't find him. Yeah, Killer really wants to use his ulti right now to get a secure kill. And it's a smart thing to do, or thing to try, but... I mean, he can't really use it on a Solomon, because he's just going to pop his ulti and he's not going to be able to kill him.
Yeah.
And Tempest is obviously aware of it, has a ward there as well.
We definitely have some possible action coming out here. Moira runs into Ophelia. See Tempest nearby as well. Minotaur stun, however, middle lane actually, Tundra's being gone on. He'll put the cold shoulder on Andromeda, go the other way. There comes the Avalanche. Salamon is here. Is he going to ultimate? Shouldn't need it, actually. And it will be a kill on Andromeda, so good rotation. And Probus will gladly pick up a hero kill. And then go back to farming elsewhere, as he's now 470 gold per minute here. And counting, so good rotation again. What did he go, by the way? I believe I saw Sustainer.
Yeah, it was a Sustainer.
Okay.
It's either the Refresher or the Cleaver.
Oh.
Did he just put...
Yep.
I think he thought he could micro his courier.
You know what? That might have been it. You're so right. Because that happened right after the courier got there. Yeah, that could be one of those I just simply forgot moments. That's unfortunate. Meanwhile, though, Ice Goku is picked off, but Matthias goes down to Zebe yet again. So a 1-for-1 exchange, and I think you got to give that better to Fresh, because, I mean, Tempest has continued to be locked down, but, man, Moraxis is just, he's going to have a portal key pretty quickly here at this rate.
Yeah. Yeah, he has all the space he wants, pretty much. And I don't know what he's doing right now. He should just keep staying bottom and farm.
What would you like to see on Salamon? You mentioned either the Ring Cleaver or the Resto Stone even. What would you prefer?
I mean, since they have a Tempest that is pretty much not able to farm that well right now, I would probably see what my game plan is, and their game plan is to farm and secure the woods right now. So I would go for a Cleaver. Then probably a BK Shrunken Head, and then a Refresher.
Okay.
It's probably what I would do.
Now, obviously, again, Salamon leading the charts, but man, Swiftblade is doing a fantastic job as well. 436 gold per minute, so Keizu, safe to say, a much different and better game for him, and definitely much more comfortable here. Obviously, he has a lot of history playing the Swiftblade, so I think that maybe has a factor to do with it as well. And we'll see what they are able to make out of that. It looks like he's going the Abyssal Skull follow-up on top of the Energizer. Meanwhile, Magnus, he stuns in. He's going for the Eruption, but Tempest is here. He didn't stun. Oh, and they get it off, actually. And here comes a follow-up. The Elemental Void to try to secure it right here, and easily done coming out. So I don't know if the Elemental Void was absolutely necessary, as now actually Tempest in some trouble. Ophelia sends their minions, get the kill, but at what cost here? Andromeda now in trouble, but here's Kraken. So, full-out fight breaking out all of a sudden. There's the release of Kraken on the Tundra. Spin from Swiftblade gets the kill. And Magnus even bought back for all of this. So they know with the Elemental Void down, that was a big opening there. They took advantage.
Yeah, Probus couldn't join because his ulti was still on cooldown as well. Pretty unfortunate, but yeah, it's back up now. And he's probably going to try to get top tower. Yeah, that was just unfortunate events for Hellborn team.
Yeah, you know, Probus actually made a point not to show that his ultimate was accidentally used, I think, so he tried to keep Exing guessing on that, but, you know, not having it, obviously, I got to agree with you. He had a TP, so he definitely could have TP'd in there and looked to fight, but because of that misclick, he didn't have it, so it wasn't worth getting involved without his ultimate, so that's a pretty crucial deal. He is going the Resto Stone, by the way, as we see right here. Meanwhile, middle lane, though, Ophelia, she is going to be collapsed on and very likely killed, as there we go. Also taking out some creeps with it, but Resto Stone first, so we'll have a double ultimate coming up here, and that means that they want to take more fights now.
Yeah, I guess they're just scared that Kizu's doing way too good, and yeah, has a good point there. I mean, he's nearly 500 GPM, and that is pretty much the same as the Solomon has, so he's doing fantastic. So yeah, I mean, yeah, it's either Refresher or Cleaver, and I think both choices are just fine.
All right, well, yeah, man, look at that Swift play, 480 GPM. Even Mickey, though, he's starting to jump up there quite a bit, 425 goal per minute. Has that portal key in the field. Rod, actually, seeing if they can make a play. Mention that Shiver, though. Again, the Shiver will actually spot them, apparently. Just won't actually take them out, so it's a good way to make a counterplay, perhaps. Speaking of a jump in Magnus, middle lane, he pops the Lava Surge, though, and it's going to be fine. Managed to escape there.
Yeah, I feel like Messera has been slacking with the bird a bit. He's been using it very defensive, but he's actually not used it at the times they needed the vision, the defensive vision, and when they needed the offensive vision, he had it in the defensive spot. So I feel like he should really try to, yeah, I don't know, maybe even share control with Serenia or something, so he can properly micro then.
Uh-oh, top lane. Never mind, just kind of boxing them out right here, but yeah, you do have to remind yourself that, again, Mint, they are playing with a ringer technically in Massera. He's not usually a part of the team, as Moira gets a catch with the Arcane Vortex. There's the ultimate popped from Salomon, going for the definite kill on Ophelia. What about Swiftblade? Pulls him back in with the Elemental Void. And here we go, coming out with a Death Throw. Down goes Swiftblade, but now release the Kraken. The Eruption, is it going to go off? Absolutely. Salomon's in trouble. He will get down. That's a good catch coming out between Magnus and Kraken. Swap from Andromeda right there, trying to survive, also maybe get Magnus closer. And a big kill on a Tempest as well. Not done just yet, though. Tundra now trying to fight. He gets locked down, though. Gets the kill on Magnus, but now Tundra in trouble. Swiftblade pop back, by the way. He comes in to clean up. They want to try to get the genocide, but not going to happen, as Moraxis is fine. So, well, the buyback on Kazu used. I don't know if it necessarily, if he got there in time to actually get any kills. I guess the Swift Slashes was used, so it looks like it was. So
He killed Moira, but
okay.
other than that, yeah, so not really worth it.
Yeah.
I mean, they might get the tower here, but you know, it's definitely already a buyback used 14 minutes into the game. It's kind of huge for Hellborn team.
Oh, man, and they're going to actually go for a hold right here. Of Swords pops the Arcane Shield. Tempest coming in. Here goes Moira as well with the Illusion. I just don't know if they're going to have enough damage. Oh, never mind. Salomon is there. Resto Stone, by the way. That's right. Down goes Swiftblade, and down goes Kraken. So the Resto Stone purchase does catch X-Sync off guard right there. And they come back in to clean up. So now it makes that buyback all the less useful, unfortunately, for Swiftblade. As the chase will continue on his lap. It's a level 12 Moraxis versus a level 6 Ophelia. There's the Immobilized, pops the Matrax. He's all in for this kill right here as Andromeda comes in. That should be enough. Swap? Oh my gosh, he's going to live. Wow, nice nice save by Insania there.
Yeah, he unfortunately failed his shield, used it too early, so Andro stunned him.
Yeah. Yeah, well played and ultimately surviving it. Now they're going to push this top lane in. We'll try to at least.
I think Legion can defend it. Nah, it's too... Or? Yeah, I mean, Solomon doesn't have ult, yeah.
Yeah, they know that. They're going to make him pay for that. In fact, Kraken does get the catch, and Salomon's going to die here. So X-Sync definitely makes them pay for trying to push. Is the tower even going to fall still in their favor? No. It's going to be denied as well. Unless a Curial... Oh, it's not going to be enough, I don't think. One more? No. Just not enough. Meanwhile, the fight's bringing out over here as Kraken now. He's down to half-life as the Eruption going out from Magnus. Moraxis trying to make a play, get a kill. He's by himself in the front line, so it's just him all of a sudden. And that's not going to be enough. He, too, will go down to X-Sync, winning more of the fight. And they are going to ultimately be able to deny the tower here because of that, too, if they want to, at least. I mean, it's literally one hit away. So, take care of that. But, man, huge fight for X-Sync. And, again, Mint trying for a little too much there as well.
Just a bit too much overextension. And yeah, all of a sudden, X-Sync is looking to be really strong here in a really good spot with a 5k gold lead and a slide experience lead.
Do you think the Hellborn team, if you're going to get Resto Stone on Salamon, you really need to make sure that you're going to be able to use it effectively? You know, going into a fight, having a double ultimate would be huge. He hasn't really had that instance yet, unfortunately, so.
Yeah, they need to make that happen as fast as they can, because Swiftblade is just, I don't know, Kizu is over 500 GPM, and Mickey is catching up to that as well. So, yeah, not going for a farming item is gonna hurt Solomon, that's for sure. Mm-hmm. If they actually decide to play the passive game now. And looks like he's trying to get the Shrunken Head now. And if he does that, then they really have to fight.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you know, Salamon really is an interesting hero, and to be honest, again, Complexity is the team that comes to mind whenever we think Salamon carry especially. And Formless, he's stressed, and we've seen him many times when he plays it. He loves to go more the combat, more the Demonic Breastplate, the Frostburn, and I think he even likes to get the Rune Cleaver initially. So really does stress more of the melee kind of carry build rather than relying on an ultimate so much. As I'm saying this, bottom lane, by the way, you see Moraxis comes in to help save his teammate, which he does actually, so well played there. And a good support. Avalanche was used, but not the longest cooldown, so at least he survived. But, yeah, they're insisting on running it more as the initiator, more as the team fighter, but that really does slow down his farm and prevent it from and being really the carry hero that he can be, too, as far as the right click and, you know, the attack speed that he brings to the table and everything. So I think that's definitely a big positive right now for X-Sync, the choice that Probus made to go more of that initiator team fight build. So as they'll push him bottom lane.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the problem with Solomon right now is that I mean, either you go for the kind of formless build where you go into the, you know, more of the carry items, or you go for this build and then you're just simply not a carry. I mean, there's no way he's going to carry this game.
Yeah.
Which pretty much means that the Hellborn team doesn't have a carry, and the Legion team has a Kraken and a Swiftblade.
Yeah, Swiftblade especially is, well, means going to be looking strong there. So, I mean, he does get the Shrunken Head, and, you know, maybe at least the saving grace, like, he could, like, go into like a Frostburn now and try to bring more of that, again, a little bit of a carry presence, but, yeah, definitely wouldn't be as strong as if you went that from the beginning here. So, but hey, if they make use of now this double ultimate with a Shrunken Head, then by all means, this is going to be good here for Fresh. It's just a matter of actually making that work coming up in a fight here. Here we go.
Three skeletons on Ophelia. If he wants to, he can just lock down an entire Solomon ulti.
Yeah, he can, and that's also big too. Magnus gets picked off from the beginning. Here we go, Solomon jumping in. His first ultimate, and not really going to accomplish a whole lot. That is big. He's going to jump Swiftblade, forces a spin at least, but now he's coming out of the first one, pops a Shrunken. As Kraken happens to jump in as well. Pretty sloppy fight so far. Morax is dead throughout all this. Swap from Andromeda coming out, saving the day. There's a second ultimate, though. He's chasing down Mickey, wants the kill onto him. Not getting it just yet, though. Mickey actually locking him down this whole time, as the Arcane Vortex also does a similar thing. But the double ultimate essentially wasted from Probusk here. He might get one kill out of it. It looks like he does, but now he's out. He gets the second one as he comes out there on the Kraken, and now he's going for a third onto Andromeda on top of that. Meanwhile, his teammates are dying in the background as a nice lockdown on Salmon with the Comet stun. Beautiful play from Andromeda. Another cleaving strike, though. I think it's going to be it. No, the stun from Magnus takes out Probusk before he can get off another Cosmic Cleave right there. And Tundra, in the meantime, he's trying to get away now. Swiftblade in pursuit. Tempest. Elemental Void is still up, but he could not use it right there. The Skeleton King's doing work. What a line stun from Matthias as well. Tundra goes down, and now they're chasing Moraxis, however. He's going to go back in and take down Andromeda as the Elemental Void comes out. Here we go. A big chance, actually. There's the stomp on top. Down goes Magnus. Is this going to be a genocide at the end? It looks like it is down. It goes Swiftblade. I guess maybe not a genocide, was lapped being alive. But still, hey, they win it in the end as Fresh.
Yeah, big overextension of X-Wing's part as well. Yeah, but that fight was just ridiculous for the Hellborn team. Solomon got kited so much in that fight. Mm-hmm. Didn't get the kill on Kraken, didn't get the kill on Swiftblade. Yeah, and then in the end he did clean up a bit, but a lot of things used, and yeah, that's gotta worry you if you're in the Hellborn team.
Well, I think the biggest part of that, though, was that, again, the initiation was just awful. Moraxis died off the bat, and then Salomon really tried to force it after that. So he really needs his teammates, the Tempest, the Moraxis especially, to get the jumps to be able to actually really be very useful. So, or else that kite will happen, as we saw from X-Sync right there. So definitely perhaps the biggest steal about that fight. But the fact that they came out on top, at least they can be satisfied with that. As it will now, in fact, this game is stat-wise comes back to being pretty damn even here between the two teams. Storm Spirit now on Magnus, by the way, so just another tool to delay initiation and cause some issues here. Huh? You got the first item portal key, by the way, on Tempest really to follow through a sorcery. I guess it did pay off right there, big time. That means another 2,100 gold, so I wonder what he's actually looking for next. Tempest.
I would hope it's going to be something like a tablet, some utility item.
Magnus? No. Just some illusions over here. As, ooh, there's a fireband on Probust now, so again, he is trying to transition a little bit more of his build at least into some carry presence here. A lot of tower split pushing, though, in the meantime. Yeah, this is X-Sync going to fall back, though? It doesn't look like it. They're going to hang around and now even start approaching the base right here.
Yeah. Forcing Fresh to go back and defend.
Oh. Yeah, Kraken takes a stun. Meanwhile, top tower actually did go down in the Hellborn's favor, so not only do they push them off of their base, but they get a secondary tower called Arcane Vortex from Moira. No, she couldn't get it off with the illusion, so X-Sync is able to make the full-on retreat. That's good news for them. Meanwhile, Salomon just bought something else. I want to say it's maybe the full Frostburn here onto him, so that's what Salomon does, though, man. It's ridiculous. With the rest still shrunk, and now all of a sudden he's going to have a Frostburn, despite not seeming like he's been able to farm a lot since then, but there we go.
Yeah.
You still a little worried that he's not going to be able to carry here?
Well, Solomon is only a carry hero because he managed to get those items really fast.
Okay.
And like super early on compared to any other hero. And well, he got his first carry item as like a third item right now. So, I mean, it's still only 25 minutes, so it's not too bad.
Yeah. I think it's just more in comparison to, again, Swiftblade. He really has farmed very well this game. He's now just barely under 500 GPM, but he has been having a very good time with that farm. But, yeah, exactly as you're saying. I mean, to remind ourselves, it is only 25 minutes in just about, really, so it actually is a very good item set when you think about it for Probusk right here. And the supporting cast, I mean, holy crap, Iceland Gogo's now 3,700 gold, so he's got to buy something here soon. It's not going to be that tablet. At this rate, it looks like maybe a Shrunken even.
Yeah,
is the option,
does look like it.
I don't like. I mean, they have so many ways to stop it, even with a Shrunken. So I don't know about that.
Maybe he wants to Nullstone as well.
Yeah, I guess that wouldn't be horrible, but I mean, then he would still have Kraken, and they still have plenty of ways to remove it first. So I don't know. I feel like he should just go more of a utility himself, almost, not worry about really trying to be all in on that ultimate.
No, yeah, I really would like to see. Okay. Yeah, I don't like the Shrunken at all either. Makes no sense. I really would like them to see to get some tablets. I mean, they're playing against the Swiftblade and Kraken and Ophelia for that matter. So, tablet would just be a fantastic item this game.
Yeah. Well, Salomon, he's still enhancing as he gets the full Dawnbringer now. Manages to finish that off. Gonna see Andromeda coming up right here. Up, is he He does, oh, he is going to go for it. He was real. That's why I don't know about this. He already popped his resto, actually.
Yeah.
So
They need to take Kong now, or it's completely wasted.
The Hellborn team, you think?
Well, kind of. I mean, they're not doing it, yeah, but I feel like they... I mean, it's 5v4. They could have eventually taken it.
Oh my gosh. You know what I'm realizing? And I don't think, obviously, Probus knew this either. He used his Resto Stone when he still had the ulti form up. So his ultimate's on cooldown now for 120 seconds. So the Restoration Stone essentially did nothing for him. Other than give him another Shrunken. Yeah, he did not double ulti right there.
Oh, so if you ulti, and then while you're in ulti form, you use Refresher, it's not gonna
do that, because it's not on cooldown yet. It doesn't start the cooldown until you come out of it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So that...
Because you have an extra activatable ability, yeah.
That's huge.
Okay.
And at X-Sync, I wonder, I mean, you could see the animation of the Resto Stun. If they actually know that insight, then they know that he doesn't have an ultimate, which is maybe why they're even doing Kongor here.
Yeah. Yeah, they must be really confident with that. And yeah, I'm fairly sure they know that, as Kisu is one of the big Solomon players himself, so...
Yeah. There you go. Double damage rune helps to secure an easy Kongor kill in the end. Token of life on Swiftplay now, who... He won a Warhammer, by the way, so... I guess a Shrunken? Yeah, okay. Makes the purchase, and now they're pushing middle. Yeah, they definitely... I mean, the way they're pushing right here after... Like, they know that Salomon doesn't have an ultimate, I feel like. And they're going to take advantage of as much as they can right here. Now, it is going to be up in about 30 seconds, and he will have a double ultimate. Now, technically, he has one with the Resto Stone here. So they have to still be a little careful if you're X-Sync now. And it looks like that's exactly what they're doing. They get the Shrunken Head delivered, but everything is basically up now for Fresh. So all of a sudden this push is not nearly as confident. You do see a big spread, though, from X-Sync. They're really making sure not to get caught by a big combo here, of course.
Yeah, gonna be interesting to see if they actually try to approach this.
Oh, that's big. Moira spots behind with the flank of the illusion. Catches Magnus. Meanwhile, Salomon jumps onto Ophelia, going for a quick kill. Out comes the Ophelia's touch. Morax's top as well. Tempest still has his ultimate unused yet. As actually there's more kills happening. Swiftblade pops the Swift Slashes, takes out Tundra. But a second ultimate from Salomon. It's going to be good to go when he pops a Wrestle Stone, which he hasn't yet, actually. He's waiting. There we go. Now he pops it, and he jumps on a Swiftblade. Meanwhile, Morax in the background trying to chase after Andromeda. Andromeda does have a swap still, if need be. She's going to have to use it here to save Swiftblade, most likely. Can she get it in time? She's running in. No, yeah, maybe she's... no, she's not going to do it. She thought about it, but she chose not to in the end. And now Andromeda's being chased down. He cannot get over the ledge. And Insania most likely going to be finished off right there. Double tap for Probusk. And that was a huge catch on Magnus to start for Fresh.
Yeah, Elemental Void not even needed.
Nope.
Yeah, that was just perfect initiation from Serenia. And followed up Exhibo, obviously.
Yeah, using that illusion. I mean, where she spawned it was perfect. She spawned it right here on the uphill near the observatory, and Magnus happened to be in these trees just ahead of her. So that gave them easy vision of his positioning. So yeah, that's definitely well played by Serena to scout that out. And you look at Salomon now, 5,300 gold. So what do you think he's getting here now with this gold that he has saved up?
I would say either Genjuro or Behemoth Horde or something like that. Yeah, there's the Genjuro or the Shroud.
Okay.
Just some damage and survivability, really. And yeah, Genjuro is going to allow him way more mobility as well. And heroes like Kraken, Andro, and Ophelia are just going to drop in seconds.
So just me, or is Swiftblade not necessarily... I mean, obviously, we got to keep in mind, he did buy back earlier on, remember, that, sure, it got a kill, and I think I was on a Moira, but other than that, didn't accomplish a whole lot. So there was that goal that he lost from that too, but I feel like his item set right now, it's like it's a solid build, but it's not a threatening. It's not like, oh my gosh, we need to be worried about Swiftblade build right now. He's just good. You know what I mean? You feel like he's almost like a secondary carry here with what he has.
Yeah, because that's pretty much how. I mean, yeah, that's Kisu's role, I guess, in the team. More likely, or it has been for the most part.
Yeah.
And that's probably why he's building his heroes like that as well. And yeah, definitely not scary at all right now.
I guess, I'm trying to think of like what else what else we should differently. Like the shrunken head, I think is one thing you could definitely debate whether or not that's actually a good choice here in this game. A Swiftblade already is obviously, especially if you're in that main carry role, maybe you want a little bit more damage output, a little more aggressive play nature, and then even the Energizer from initially too, but I don't think, again, it's debatable. I get that. I'm not saying he definitely should not have gone those, but yeah, it does feel like that his impact isn't unfortunately as high as it should be, or you wanted it to be for X-Sync. For a Swiftblade, that's nearly 500 gold per minute, and it has been there this whole game. It definitely is lacking. It really does feel like so.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely don't like the BKB here either. I mean, he's pretty much just reliant on his spells. He's not really, he's not going to run after someone with BKB active and just auto-hitting someone. That's not going to happen. So, yeah, questionable pickup. If he had something like a Brutalizer or, yeah, even maybe a Wingbow at this point, he probably could have had it, then they would have been in a way better spot.
Genjiro being delivered to Salomon now. He has enough for a buyback, of course, on top of that, so he's getting close to being fully slotted here. He still has room for one more, of course. As bottom lane, Tempest has a Veiled Rod. I mean, Salomon's not here, so to go in right now would be a little silly, of course. And they know that. Now, this Rev Ward, of course, doesn't see Tempest because of the Veiled Rod. But in the end, they're going to kind of fall back, at least for the time being. As Puzzle Box by Tundra is now level 3 even. I didn't even notice that until now. It's full on level 3 Puzzle Box, though. That's good to have.
GD Solomon.
Uh-oh.
Run.
Run, X-Sync. Run for your lives. They do not, as Probusto, not the greatest jump initially. He got blocked there, and that caused some issues. He was really late to ultimate, too.
Yeah, his Conjurer was on cooldown, so he couldn't get in there.
Yeah. They're still chasing, man. This Swiftblade's still on the run. Moraxis, he's going to immobilize him here coming up. There's a stomp as well. There's the immobilize. The team is coming. He spins on out. Swiftblade actually still might die, though. He has a TP. He's going to go for it. The Arcane Vortex. It does catch him. Meanwhile, in the background, by the way, Matthias does go down. Swiftblade, Man Asunder. Make sure he can't ulti, and down he goes. He has a buyback, but that on top of Magnus. Okay, Magnus does buyback as well, barely. But that's his final one now. There was a double Salomon ulti there.
They need to somehow force the buyback without committing to a fight.
Well,
let him, yeah. This is perfect for Hellborn team. Swift used buyback, and no one of them died.
Yeah.
Now they just wait for the refresher and ulti and take home.
Yeah. Man,
I was wrong.
Go ahead.
I was wrong, definitely, with Solomon. He is actually carrying very nicely.
I mean, I still think you definitely had a great point. I don't think that's lost there, but yeah, I think there's obviously several factors that come into play as to why he's able to now just out carry, and maybe a mix of that is the Swiftblade build as we were talking about earlier, but also just if this happened to work out in a fight, and it did in the end, he did get a decent fight in the middle lane with a double ultimate that worked out in their favor, and that's where it came through. And now he's just so far farmed ahead, 775 GPM. That again, we're only still 36.5 minutes in, but he's going to be basically fully slotted here at this point. On top of that, so that is an issue right now for X-Sync. And both Keizu and Matthias are now completely out of buybacks. unfortunately. So they do not have many chances left right here. They're going to have to make some kind of move, and this is maybe something. Veiled Raw here in the middle.
Yeah, those early buybacks. Early buybacks proving to be very costly in the end.
Oh, we're decided actually spotted Moira, so at least they might get one kill out of this. She has a bound eye as well, so get something extra. Oh, well, maybe a little unnecessary, but...
Yeah. Well, they get the eye. No, they can't defend Conquer though, in case it spawns soon.
Yeah, they were just over there, actually. Just scouting it out or getting a feel what's going on, but in the end, unable to stay around. Obviously, they port back, it looks like. More access. He portal keys away. I think he's going to be fine here. Yep. I got to say, the Shiver of Tundra, it's the skin that he's using, man. This Shiver is a lot harder to see than the other one. The big white bird, where this one's like, obviously, a dark color. It's like blends in, I feel like, so.
It's so tiny as well.
And it's tiny, yeah. I think the size is actually a big thing, too, yeah. Feels smaller. But anyways.
Yeah. No, but Master doing a good job now. From the mistakes he did earlier with the bird, now he actually picked up on that and is doing a great job and giving vision whenever they need it now. Like he's constantly spamming in as he has the puzzle box to regen the mana as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I see
and Hunger's up.
Is he?
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry.
Well, I see some suggestions about Sheepstick for Salamon as his final item. I mean, with the Wrestle Stone, it's never a bad choice. You think a Sheepstick could be a good pickup here?
Yeah, I definitely like it. I think right now, though, he needs the space for the token and just save the money for a buyback in case they lose a fight.
Okay.
Because if he buys Sheepstick now, then, well, if he dies, the game is pretty much over because they're pushing really fast on Legion team.
Yeah, no, that's definitely the opening that X-Sync could have. If they manage to kill Proboscis here on Salamon without a buyback for whatever reason, then that could be a huge, huge opening. But as long as he's smart, of course, that shouldn't happen. They're playing it safe at least. Yeah, double damage again, jeez.
Krizo deciding to split up the Frostburn.
Well, so we were just talking about, he actually just bought the Sheepstick on Salamon. Now he doesn't have enough for a buyback, so we're just sitting here going over that's maybe the one opening that X-Sync has. I mean, still, he has a Sheepstick, he has a double damage here. This is a big, big chance to get some kills, but man, if he dies now without a buyback, that would just be ridiculous.
They also just wasted a DD that they could have used for a token. For a Congo, I mean.
Oh, yeah.
Who is going to take the token? Is it Tundra? No, Moraxis, I'm guessing.
Yeah, probably more access. Yeah, Salamon probably wouldn't drop any of his items for it. Yeah, no way. Oh, give it to, well, or leave it. Is there bananas? No, that was something else.
Did we mention the Nullstone on Tempest?
No. But you're right. That on top of the Shrunken. How about that? All right. Okay, I guess the combo is pretty good. There's still a couple ways, though.
Actually, it doesn't really negate anything.
It doesn't, you're right.
But Comet Stone and Magma Stone, I guess.
It's, yeah, you're so right. Like, I really think Iceland will go with the wrong way here. Because, yeah, the Skeleton Kings can obviously still go through it and still just want to take it off. And you got the release the Kraken, so. I think, I mean, how much gold did he invest? That's like 8,000 gold just about, if not that. And
yeah.
Probably better items.
Yeah, I mean, a Void for 1.5k. But, hey.
Oh. He gets caught here. No, okay, it's just the illusion. Yeah, he's definitely dead. Alright, well, they find Tempest, and he just bought that Nullstone, so he's not buying back here. So maybe a chance for X-Sync. Oh, look at this, though, as Andromeda goes a little too curious here as far as what's going on. Ophelia off to the side as well. Also in a bad spot. And look at the Hail Mary leap coming out from Salomon. A couple of auto attacks later, down she goes. So a double tap for Probusk here.
Kraken in trouble as well.
Oh, is he going to get caught too? Yep, he definitely is. Shards, that stuns. And the Bound Eye drops on top of it all. So definitely one after the other, they fall. Does X sync. And now here comes the push here. The dust for the shiver, it sounds like. Oh yeah, the gold I guess he could be killing it. Anyways, they're pushing the top lane. It's both teams, in fact. Magma's trying to make a play with Swiftblade also up here. Swiftblade caught by the Arcane Vortex. Not really the most damage support, though. It's just more Axis and Moira. However, the Hellflower going to use everything. Going to prevent them from TPing back, if anything, as the top Rax goes down. And now Salamon ports back. Tundra's still hanging around for the time being.
Why does he port back? Swiftblade doesn't have a TP. He could have went for another Rex there.
Oh, true. Well, they caught Magnus at least.
Yeah. Yeah, I still think he could have maybe hung around a little bit longer. But they're gonna kill Andrew here. Or? Yeah, he's not sure.
He's like, Philia's better. Probably dead anyways, but...
Probably could have even taken both, but... Yeah, now that's gonna be another pretty much free Rex, as Magnus doesn't have a buyback.
Oh, just an 830 GPM Salamon here. Don't mind him. Yeah, Salamon, I mean, we have seen games where he's been over 1,000 GPM even, but still very impressive performance here from Probusk in the end, as they're going to get a good jump on the next sync, but the Elemental Void a little bit better. Catches them, and down goes Swiftblade. He does have his final... No, he doesn't have buybacks. Yeah, that's right. He is completely out, so that should officially do it, really. Salamon, he's ultis there, hat trick coming out, and that is going to finish off the rack. So it looks like Fresh is going to move on to the grand finals here, as they're going to defeat X-Sync 2-0 in this best-of-3 series. And feeling very good. They continue their momentum. Again, a team that only lost one individual game in the group stages. Continues that. They take out X-Sync 2-0. A team that, sure, this is not the same X-Sync that we know even from last cycle. I mean, clearly the lack of practice and teamwork and everything is coming into play here. But still very, very good individually skilled players, if anything, and with a lot of history. I still think it's safe to say a pretty impressive victory for Fresh right here. But that's how it'll wrap up here for Fresh moving on and continuing on the brackets. But yeah, final thoughts here on this game and the series here, Squirry.
Well, it was pretty entertaining, and yeah, I just think there was some wrong item decisions all over the board, and yeah, I'm glad Probusk actually proved me wrong and showed me that Solomon can still develop into a really good carry later on.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that definitely worked out just fine for them. Probusk 17-3-3 in the end, but also that 863 gold per minute. Always fun to see stat lines of Salamon's, especially at the end of games, as it's just crazy up there. But yeah, again, Fresh, and they other thing to really stress is they did this without Haxrin. Actually, their usual fifth. Haxrin, I'm being told even apparently he's at a birthday party. It might even be his own. So, well, happy birthday, Haxrin, I guess. If it is actually his birthday, if it's not, then